Hey you guys, welcome back to What's Happening. So while Miss Melody Shari has been busy getting fit and preparing for Fashion Week, taking care of her children, and just overall being the best that she can be, it appears that narcissistic Martell Holt is back at it again. She says, dang, man, I hate when I have to blast and speak facts on jokers. Dang on it. What I'm going to say is this. I sit back and really try to not have to go to war however I can. She says, so my YouTubers and bloggers, I'm having an in-person event to show some facts. DM me if you want to be one of the 5 to fly in. Now, Melody states that she's really been holding back. She says, but if I'm going to decide to take you out, I'm taking you all the way out. So it looks like Martell is once again up to his antics. This is why he gets dragged on social media, and people don't seem to understand that because he just won't stop. But she goes on to say this is going to be good, and then y'all get ready. One thing I will go ahead and say is the judge ordered pull the records to return the $17,000 back to the account by Friday. He failed to do so, and the judge ordered mediation. My attorney begged me not to let the $17,000 go, but I was just ready to be divorced. So I said, forget it. My manager literally said, don't worry because you'll make it back. God has you. She says, ooh, y'all gonna enjoy this event because I have all the proof and facts. She goes on to say, what's so crazy is this is the same person who destroyed his family and lost it all, but still thinks somebody owes you. And we have always talked about this, that Martell is busted broke. He's always after Melody's money, always trying to figure out what she has. But she says, yes, I sure did spray. The judge threw nothing out about no $17,000, shaking my head. This man is delusional, but baby, start a battle, I'll win the war. So it looks like Martell was supposed to pay her this money by yesterday, and he hasn't coughed up what he owes her. I guess those book sales and wine sales aren't as high as he says that they are. She goes on to say, man, I can count 2 that he's treated terrible and ain't made them a priority. We ain't covering in 2022 nor 2023. She says, lose friends? Laughing out loud. Nah. You need people even when they show their colors. I walk away. She said, there's a difference, so stop that narrative. Melody is fed up. She says, man, shut up. My kids are with me most of the time I have them. Somebody go get this mental case some help. For real, for real. Melody also says, I really have sat back and not said too much, only when I didn't want y'all feeling like things were over with when they weren't. But I really been showing a whole lot of grace. But I'm going to let God do the grace. And I don't blame her. Sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. But she says, who was watching the kids when you was out? She says, you know what? Never mind. She also says, ain't this the same person who's such a great friend, but blasted so much about those friends when they weren't bothering him? Oh, okay. She goes on to say that the judge had ordered therapy for Martell, and that was back in March. She says, and you ain't did not one session. Your priority ain't the kids and their well-being. Your priority is what it has been since the marriage. Ooh. She said the same person who slipped up the last week of filming and said you saw text messages about my brother possibly having COVID, and I haven't even been around you. So my question on camera was, how you see my text messages and I ain't even been around you in 2 years like that? And that's why I keep changing my number. She says, ladies, these men be out here tracking and recording, and I promised I figured it out. She goes on to say, and if you such that guy and have all these friends who just love you so much, then why the hell were your utilities being turned off? I know what's really up. And as my great-grandmother used to say, sometimes you gotta cut a snake off by the head. She goes on to say, your uncles can watch the kids, but my brother can't. Ain't no not seeing for the forest for the trees over here. Man, this joker been so homophobic for the longest, and I ain't said nothing about it. Nada. But I promise the messages I have ain't gonna lie. This is gonna be the event of the year. Hashtag gay basher. Hashtag been hating on the LGBT community. She says, never lost friends. Found myself though. Accepted revelations and moved on. You should try it. Hashtag get real with yourself. Hashtag sit your ASS down and heal. She said, ask me. Okay. A cheater, manipulator, liar, narcissistic, criminal. Hashtag next question, please. Melody goes on to say, basically, he got all the smoke for her all the time, but none for, we already know who she talking about, because Arion Curry done said that he had community pain, he was on the DL. Not one time has he ever came for her or said anything back to her. Melody says, you know what, never mind. Y'all should ask why that is. We know Arion got some dirt on Martell. It's something, because this chick can get on live and talk about him and he don't say not nan word about her or back to her. So let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. I feel so bad for Melody that she's still dealing with this narcissistic criminal manipulator, as she named him. I just can't even imagine what she deals with that we don't know about. But once again, sound off below, you guys. I thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.